And Mookie Betts himself joins us right now as we announce, along with Harold Reynolds, former Roberto Clemente Award winner, the 2025 Roberto Clemente Award itself. It goes to the player who best represents the game of baseball through extraordinary character, community involvement, philanthropy, positive contributions on and off the field. Mookie Betts, shortstop, Los Angeles Dodgers. Congratulations to you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. I didn't know it was going to be announced like this, so thank you, guys.
We didn't know either. And we know it was happening today, but we're honored to have you here. And again, Harold, you're a former winner.
Yeah.
Tell us about the importance of this award.
Well, it's the biggest award you can get in our sport. You know, it's the man of the year. It's for contribution on the field, off the field, and community work and all that. And to be acknowledged over every player in baseball, it's a big deal. So, Mookie, for all the work you do off the field, how well you perform on the field, but that's what it represents. And, you know, when I won it, I had no idea what it all meant. And you figure it out as years go by, as you will too. I want to ask you about your community involvement, because really that's the foundation of this whole thing, based on Roberto Clemente giving his life as he died, taking goods to people in Nicaragua. Tell me about your community foundation, 50-50 foundation, all the stuff you're doing. Tell us about that.
Man, we do a lot. We do a lot. Mostly just giving to the underserved community, obviously. We want to teach about finance, about health, mental and physical health. And, I mean, really we just want to create opportunities, give goods and whatnot to people that, you know, deserve it. That don't have it. You know, sometimes there's big leaguers around, you know, underserved communities that just need an opportunity, you know, and so we want to give them opportunity to play baseball, but also for life, you know, and I think that's what we care about, is really just creating something that they can sustain for the rest of their life.
I get the vote every year on the Clemente Award, and the one thing I look for is time spent. You can make donations, money and all that, but it's your time that you pour into the programs that matters, and you spend a lot of time. We've seen a lot of different clips of you doing things.
Yeah.
What are some of the fun initiatives that you enjoy getting in and be involved in?
Yeah, you know, they all have their fun in per se. You know, sometimes it's hard to go to a hospital and you see terminally ill kids, but you know, when you get to see us bring a smile and you get to throw a ball or whatever it is with them, and you start to see them kind of get life, you know, that really brings life to me. And, obviously we have a celebrity softball game that we do. I mean, bowling event, pickleball event. I mean, I'm a sports guy, so pretty much all the sports we have some type of event.
Well, congratulations to you. You're the fourth Dodger to win. Steve Garvey, Clayton Kershaw, Justin Turner, and again, you're a great representative of baseball. Congratulations to you,
sir.
Mookie.
Thank you, sir.
Yep.
Thank you, sir.
Congrats, Mook. Go get some hits.
Yes, sir.
All right, man.
Let's ask Gilbert. No, we're not letting him go. We got him here.
Oh, I thought you let him go.
No. Can I ask you?
were.
Again, you're right. You've become a stellar defender at shortstop, and again, no one in the history of the game has done that. A guy in his 30s going from anywhere in the field to shortstop. Normally, you go from shortstop, you go somewhere else. Even Robin Yount, you are the Fielding Bible Award winner at shortstop, and that is an esteemed panel that votes on that. Tell me something that was difficult for you going to short. What specific thing did you have to work on, Mookie?
Whew.
Where do we start?
I know. Man, I don't even know.
Well, figure. Yeah, there's a lot. What?
I'll go. The hardest part, obviously, you know, catching ground balls, technique, and all that stuff is really hard. But really, just the plays, like in the 7th inning, when you have to have a couple different options, where you may have to go home, but if it's hit to my left, then you got to turn 2. But if it's hit to my left, kind of soft, then you still got to. Like, it's just a lot of different things that go through your head. A lot of different options. Sometimes you have 3 or 4 options, and you have to choose within 2 seconds. You know, and so that's been the hardest part.
The one thing that stands out, I've been on him with this journey. You were talking with him back and forth, and when you said this statement, I'm going to say, really tells you how far he's come. He's like, I've never been trained as a shortstop.
Yeah.
You know, exactly. I remember us having that conversation.
Oh, yeah.
You're like, I can play there, but I've never been trained there. And so what did you learn, and what does that mean to the layman out there that may not understand that? I haven't been trained to play shortstop.
Yeah, the responsibilities of
cuts, relays.
Yeah, like even stuff like that. I was early on in the year, I was going to the wrong cuts. Like I wasn't far enough out, or I wasn't in line, or things like that. I mean, Miggy Rojas has really helped me tremendously. I mean, every even now, shoot, even during the World Series, sometimes I'm looking in the dugout like I don't really know what to do. And we have this little sign language we came up with now. But I mean, it's just so intricate, man. It's so intricate, and you have to make the right plays. Like, you have to make the right plays. You have to be in on every pitch. I mean, it's just a lot that goes into playing short. It's not just fielding ground balls and throwing it to first.
The thought that I had was, would we want, if we're the Dodgers, you and I are in baseball ops, imagine that, do we want to put that pressure on you, right? Wouldn't I want to keep your offense in your mind, forefront, put you somewhere else? In other words, does playing shortstop somehow tax the rest of your game?
I thought so. I thought it did for a little bit, but it doesn't, man. It doesn't. That was just me. I just had a bad year this year, and so I chalked it up to that because, later on in the year I turned it around. I got a little bit better, and
well, it didn't hurt to gain 25 pounds back. That helped you hit a little bit.
That helped a little bit, but I mean, I don't think so. I think they're two separate things, and I really love the challenge that shortstop brings. I love the fun. I love being in on every pitch. I love making Jeter jump throws whenever you can. I mean,
was that in your head because it looked like a throwback of that when you did the jump throw? We showed it a few times. Was that in your head?
No, it just happens. I don't practice it. It just kind of happens, man. When your technique is right and you're in the right spot, then you can just be an athlete, and it's easy for me to be an athlete.
You know what the amazing thing is, Harold? I want to get you in on this. The double play that your footwork is so beautiful. Is that natural? Because again, you were a second baseman. He was a second baseman.
Throws?
No. I'm saying going. Now I'm looking at the jump throw, but I'm saying the double play. Your footwork. Do you work on that, or
Which
is that
double
just
play?
something natural? When you call the other one where Freddie throws to, there he goes. That one right there. Freddie going to you, going back the other way.
No, that's why I love playing short, because I can just be an athlete and just do whatever kind of comes at a time. You don't have to think about it. That type of stuff just happens, and there's nowhere else on the field that you'll really be able to just be
That's
a
some
pure
Ozzie
athlete.
Smith throwback stuff right there, man. I'm telling you. I want to throw this in here. At home in New Jersey, we get a chance to see you guys work out every day because we're on the air and you're down here. We got you on ballpark camera. The tireless work that you put in. I mean, the routines and all that. You're putting in hours of extra work. Has that been taxing? How long did it take you to adjust to the extra workload?
Yeah, it took a little while. I would say probably a couple months because it is a lot. But honestly, I feel like when I go and do the early work, it actually frees me up for later. So now during the game, I'm not thinking so much. I can just go play because I put in plenty of work prior to the game, and so the game is like a relax. It's kind of like, all right, just go do your thing now. But if I feel like if I don't put in that work early, then during the game I'm kind of stressed. Like, what am I going to do on this?
You want to get that? Yeah, you want to.
I want to get all that anxiety out, and when I know I'm prepared for any ground ball, any double play, anything that comes my way, I can just seamlessly do it.
You ever go out and catch a pop-up in the outfield anymore?
No, I don't. But I did tell Muntz, the Dodgers still, and Tommy, the Dodgers still pay me to catch fly balls. So if there's a pop-up in the infield, get out of the way. I got it.
I want to ask you one more thing, then we'll let you go. Since the start of last year, other opposing teams have walked Shohei Ohtani 23 times to get to you. What do you make of that?
I understand. It's the right baseball play. He's the best player, maybe to ever play. So it took me a little while to kind of get over it because at first I'm like, man, they just keep. I took it as a disrespect thing, but I had to flip my brain and understand that it's Shohei. And it didn't matter if I'm 3 for 3 or 3 homers. They're still going to walk Shohei.
Well, let me show you, Harold. The disrespect is paying off. He's hitting .421 with a .522 on base, slugging .737. I don't know why they're doing it to him, but that's still happening. But you take it's a bit of an affront, right?
Yeah, it was. But I mean, now because it would mess up my brain. Like I would walk up to the plate and think like, oh, I got to get him, and then I would get out of my nice calm state that I'm always in, and I had to learn to just don't take it personal. Just don't take it personal. If you do what you got to do, that's all that matters,
So last question from me. We talked about you lost like 25 pounds during the season. We were in Japan together. How long did it take you to gain that back, and how did you do that playing the season?
What month was Japan?
Japan was like
March.
I probably started getting my weight back, my strength back, probably mid-May. It's just hard. Like I'm a small guy, and like for me to gain weight and like get strength back especially with what I had in the off season, man, it takes me a long time, bro. I can't eat that much. It's just a lot. So it probably took me like a month and a half, really.
The reason I asked that, because during the baseball season, and most people, you know how in the summer when it's hot, you don't feel like eating.
Yeah.
Right.
And to play, and then it's
Not us anymore. Yeah, but anyway, I know when you're young, right? We got to let
when
him.
we're watching the game, we
You
don't
see,
mind
now,
eating and watching.
Mookie, when you're a broadcaster, you'll see this little trick. Say a little thing that they can talk to you in your ear. It's out of his ear. He took it out long ago. they need to get Mookie out of here.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you, guys.
The official announcement will be tonight, and you'll be formally presented with the award. But again, the 2025 Roberto Clemente Award winner, Mookie Betts. Congratulations, Mookie.
Yes, sir. Thank you, guys.
Great job.